Jullie gaan dadelijk kijken naar de openingsfilm van ons festival, The Stanford Prison Experiment. Naast mij staat Tim Talbott. Hij is de scriptschrijver van de film.
I hope you enjoy it. If not, you can come out and take a swing at me after the movie's over.
This experiment will be an extension of my research into the effects prisons can have on human behavior.
You're going to be pleased to know that you all have been chosen to be the prison guards.
But under no circumstances whatsoever are you to physically assault the prisoners in any way. So remember, just as you were watching the prisoners, my graduate staff and I will be watching you.
You said you didn't buy it?
Yeah, when they first approached me about writing this script, and I just heard the quick pitch, I said, I don't believe this. I don't believe there's any way you can take a normal, healthy human being and in 3 or 4 days make them believe that a hallway and 3 classrooms is a prison they can't get out of. But then once I started doing the research and realized, oh wow, these guys are brainwashing them, and they're using repetition and dehumanization techniques to really break these kids psychologically. And you know, there really was the only one incident of violence, which is in the film. Otherwise, no one was physically hurt at all. It was all just abusive, repetitive. I mean, in the reality of this thing, it was going on 24 hours a day. So, you know, I question now how I would have held up, whether I would have been one of the first people to be like, I'm out of here, or would have kind of remained to the end.
None of them seemed to really take the action required when they could to get themselves out of the experiment. So I was wondering what you think that is.
Well, you know, again, in doing the research, there's a documented answer for that. First of all, during the visit with the families, they had 3 days of pretty much nonstop memorization and repetition of their names and numbers, and basically gotten that dehumanization aspect down. When they were there, and it's in the film, while they were there, the guards are walking around the entire time. So no one felt comfortable enough to say anything to their relatives, like that things were going badly. Because there was always a guard within earshot, and they were afraid of the repercussions if it got back to them.